We are here again, back on another Friday's Food series, here on Rastas Realities. If you're new to the channel, please provide a subscription, as every subscription to help me reach the 1,000 mark. It helps me to go live anywhere, on any device. I appreciate you all. And today's topic on the Friday's Food series is the inescapable racism / God could not make them happy. How can you? To provide some context, I, Rasta, have never really followed any royal family news. Yes, I was aware that Princess Diana was a victim of her own family's host of nonsense. And I pretty much figured it was an inside job, as it usually is when it comes to royals, Britons, and or Anglo-Saxons. This video will speak to those who believe that dating or marrying the oppressor will protect them in any way from racism. In fact, what it does is it puts you closer in the mix and opens one up to a more open and upfront form of racism, as displayed by Prince Harry and his wife, M. Markle. Welcome to Rastas Realities, a channel for logics, intellects, and those seeking solutions. I am your host, Rasta Kilbomani, and my reality is your reality. Like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below if anything speaks to you. Let's go. So before I get started with this video, I know I'm not the only person that notices this, that when a person of color, such as Meghan Markle, and ebony people, you and I, because there is a difference. Person of color means they're including other ethnicities into the black, if ethnicity checkmark box. That's what people of color mean. But that's another topic for another video. But I've noticed, and I'm pretty sure you've noticed, that when we don't get our way, it's racism. When a woman doesn't get her way, it's racism. Or gender bias. Or it's never classified as really what it is. Attached in the description will be an article or two that I read into for the purpose of this video of the Friday's Food series here on Rastas Realities. It was clear that Meghan was extremely enthused to be a part of the royal family. And the world was in love at the sentiment of someone of color infiltrating the royal family. High fives were heard across the globe. You go, girl, and all this other nonsense of false empowerment were the sentiments all across the world. Before the celebrations could even get started, the Britons already had a plan for that ass of how they would ostracize the newly married person of color. But what the family did not factor in is that she would be able to convince Harry to leave the comforts and the benefits of the royal family. Now, as you will see in the articles and you will hear on various media outlets, is that the reason why she wants to leave, dragging Harry along with her, is the fact that her spending habits are far too extravagant, and even for the royal family, and or the royal family didn't want to give her a cent. They're both, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, are facing backlash at the expenditures, at the long receipts that they are compiling. And what her answer is, let's just leave. Let's leave. Leave your benefits behind. Let's go to North America, in particular Canada, and be on our own, and everything's going to be okay. It rarely works out that way. This is also a case of bait and switch that we've all seen also before when it comes to marriage or matrimony. Woman starts out one way, transforms into something else. Or a man starts out one way, transforms into something else. And some would say, after a while, the real them comes out. There's some truth to that. But also life changes people. Other people's actions changes us. I'm sure that I'm not the only person who has been changed by other people. But in changing, one still must remain true to themselves, their purpose, and their greatness. We've seen this so many times, starting from the biblical days of woman persuading man to leave a Garden of Eden, or in their case, a Garden of Eden of sorts. The difference is that Harry had issues with his mother's death, Princess Diana, and those whom participated in it. So it didn't take much prodding to convince him to leave the comforts and his benefits and his legacy, to elope like two teenagers to North America, to get away from mama and daddy, to get away from those who've lived 2 or 3 lifetimes longer than both of these young people. Fact is, the fool in this case is Meghan Markle, believing royal would cover so much that racism would not be able to harm her in any way. Wrong. How wrong she was. Still a nigga. And I hate saying that word, but that's what it boils down to. This mindset plagues our sisters and our families and our communities, and the belief that love conquers all, including racism. Again, wrong. There's too much for the racists to lose, and facts that they would have to contend with a surrender of racist moves for them to do that. There's too much profit in racism. This is why when we hear talks about reparations, we're never going to receive reparations. Because in order for us to receive reparations, the racists would have to admit that they are racist. And then they would have to stop being racist. And then they would have to undo a lot of damage that was done. If it was reversible. And then they would have to pay for it. as they have done for others. Megan believed that her physical attraction will be enough to turn the tables and increase her odds of escaping the long encouraged acts of racism. Fact is, though, the female has a certain benefit. None of them amounts to a hill of beans against the hatred of others, especially the racists that still poison society currently. I'm not exactly into mixing the ethnicities, but I do understand some of the oppressors' moves. And when you understand the oppressors' moves, it helps one to navigate the perils of racism. So as I close this talk, we don't know if seeking to carve out one's own path after marrying into the royals would be the best move as far as Meghan Markle is concerned. But what's more important is how the relationship with Prince Harry and his, not her family, will work out. And if it doesn't, where does he stand? Where does Prince Harry stand? It isn't about Meghan Markle. They're making it about her, but it isn't about her. Because she has pulled the old classic bait and switch. She has pulled the Adam bites his apple type situation. And here Harry goes like a lump on a log with no brain, falling for the same okie doke that Adam fell for. True or not, there's truth in those stories. And here we are living again in 2020. An old ancient story in 2020. And to my detractors, no, I'm not hating on the person of color, Meghan Markle, and the fake love that she appears to have. You know what? Scratch that. She has love. She loves to spend all of the money. This is why they're getting backlash, as I said in the beginning of the video. She loves, she just doesn't love the correct thing. Which goes to the title, or the dual title. The second part of the title being, if God cannot make them happy, how can man? It's an age-old problem. Now, we shall see in the end where this goes, but I can already tell you where it's going to go. Divorce. Divorce, and Prince Harry will end up being divorce raped. That's right, I said it. Divorced, raped. This is not me advocating any type of rape. This is me stating a fact. Woman marries for materials. Woman leaves, takes materials with her. It's classic. It's a classic move. And the sad part about it is as many times as we see and hear about it, some of us men just don't seem to get it. But he will. In the end, he'll get it. He'll get it, but good. I would encourage you to stick with your own kind and make it work. Because no relationship is easy, and it is work. And even the prince of God could not make her happy, as there may be something more sinister at play here. Pay attention. This has been another Friday's Food series here on Rasta's Realities. Provide a subscription if you are new to the channel. And if you like or got anything from the video, I would appreciate you to share, like, and subscribe. And I thank you all for watching and listening. Check out my other content here on Rasta's Realities. And until next time, peace.